Well, welcome to Daylesford, and just a little bit of history about Daylesford whilst we're here. So in the 1840s, squatters took up large tracts of land in the area. And the Daylesford area was originally the Jim Crow diggings. The central Daylesford in the 1850s was Wombat Flat, later covered by the Lake Daylesford. And we've been there in a previous video. But in the 1860s, the focus shifted to Vincent Street as the dates of the main buildings indicate.
Gold was the main reason the town was founded. After the alluvial gold was exhausted, sawmilling and agriculture played an important part of the area. In the 1890s, after the Depression, the town underwent a resurgence with the mining of deep quartz reefs. The number of buildings built between the 1900s and 1915 testify to this optimistic boom.
So today, tourism and the development of the mineral springs plays an important part of this town. Welcome to Daylesford Railway Station. The line opened up in 1880 and the station was built 2 years later in 1882. The station met its fate in 1978 when it closed. Today they are railway enthusiasts who schedule train rides. And here on a Sunday there is a fabulous market selling produce, vegetables and goods and bric-a-brac. And they are well worth visiting. I'm just standing outside the fire station, which was built in 1906. Today it's the information centre. So we've picked up a brochure and we're going to take a walk around Daylesford and check out all the architecture that we can find. So come along with us. I'm standing in front of the former Clarence Hotel. It was built in 1854. It was the first licensed hotel in Daylesford and was known as the Grog Cave. In 1868, it became the Bank of Victoria, followed by the Commercial Bank in 1943. And then a bus line service has been there since until 1973. And today it's an old wares store. It's had quite an eclectic past, hasn't it?
So look at this little discovery. It would have been in those early days where the guys had lots of mud on their boots, and before going in and having their drink, they would have scraped their boots beforehand. That'll fine. Peter here, and Ruby. I'm standing in front of the Odd Fellows Arms Hotel, built in 1860. Now, this scene became a bit infamous in 1862 when it witnessed a murder, but we don't know those gory details, I'm afraid. It also became a private hospital back in around 1915 for soldiers returning from the First World War. Then it became a maternity hospital, but I don't like your chances. Anyway, I'm sure they didn't do any cesarean section. Well, I hope they didn't anyway. And today it is a private home.
We're here at St. Peter's Catholic Church. It was built in 1865. Originally, it had a wooden bell tower. Unfortunately, it fell into a mine shaft, and so it had to be dismantled, and hence no bell tower.
Now, on the entrance, as you're coming into St. Peter's, there's a motto that says Fide e Amore, which translates to faith and love. So isn't that a lovely symbol to leave you with?
I'm standing at the Albert Hotel. It was built in 1860. In 1915, the reduction board was to close many of the hotels in Daylesford, including this hotel. Today it runs as a stylish bed and breakfast, but let me tell you, they say it's haunted. We're going to walk across the road and check out the courthouse and police barracks. A police reserve of 66.8 acres was set aside here on Wombat Hill in 1854. The original buildings built in 1858 became inadequate, and therefore by the 1860s a new courthouse, a lockup, good wooden stables, a police barracks was built here. This remains one of the most complete examples of police precincts from the earlier days of European settlement in Victoria. The Holy Cross Convent commenced its life in 1862 as a humble house. In 1872, John McGilvery purchased the house and made major alterations, giving it a castle appearance. The house began to look so grand that it was given the name Blarney Castle. In 1890, it was purchased by the Catholic Bishop and John Egan, a local pastoralist. In 1891, it began its life as the Holy Cross Convent. Over the years, many additions have been added. The boarding school officially closed in 1973, and in 1988 the convent was sold. Today the convent is a gallery and a museum as well as a cafe, and well worth stopping for a bite to eat. I'm standing in Will Square, and as you can see, there's a fountain behind me which was dedicated to Queen Victoria. Unfortunately, I recall coming through here many times during the 70s and 80s, and it was pretty much in a bad state. But in 1993, the community came together and replicated it, and this is how you see it today. Thumbs up, Daylesford. Behind me is the Alpha Hall Picture Theatre. It was built in 1914. It is known to be the first country silent film theatre. Originally, a group of buildings now joined. The southern end was the Bank of Victoria, later Victoria Hotel. The centre was occupied by mining officers, doctors and dentists. The northern end was Liverpool Arms Hotel and Town Hall Hotel. All three buildings became the Belvedere Hotel in 1913. We've come to the end of our walk in Daylesford, and we've quite enjoyed walking around and exploring the architecture here. There's some lovely aspects of Daylesford around, and also there's some great bed and breakfast that you can actually stay in if you're wanting to come to Daylesford. So pop into the information centre, pick up a brochure and take a walk around and explore Daylesford. And we shall see you on our next adventure. And it looks like Ruby has spotted another dog. See you next time, folks.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Ruby.